Deck and Greg been going at it all morning. It's too early on a Sunday.
You know, notice Deck don't got that MVP Josh Allen jersey on no more. He got a haircut and changed the jersey.
I was like, yo, I can't keep up with what y'all going at this morning. It's too early on a Sunday.
I'm just saying, you're not gonna shout out Daniel Jones and shit on Baker though. That's all I'm saying. That's all the energy I got.
It's warranted though.
It's not. It's not. Baker joined the losingest franchise in NFL history, and they are now winners, bro. Like, there's nothing warranted about it. I don't care if he ever wins a Super Bowl. Like, the Browns, I can't even tell you the last time the Browns was 4-2. Like,
yeah, it's been a while.
I don't think I was born, bro.
Bill Belichick was probably still a coach.
No, they were 3-2 in 2014 or 2015.
I said 4-2, bro. That's fourth win.
That's one difference. And
that fourth win is a lot, bro.
No, really. Hold on. You're gonna talk about one game after.
Hey, hold up. Not to change gears. Ray, don't try to pull no funny stuff and wear a Michigan jersey. We ain't letting the Cowboys this weekend.
He switched up.
Right. He think he's slick. Like,
now you out here, they get a win against lonely ass Minnesota and you want to wear a jersey. Get out of here, bro.
Talk to us when they beat Ohio State.
All right.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, we are live on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. Cartoon Lines for the Sports Hit List by the fans and for the fans. Thank you for joining us here on this Sunday. This cold Sunday up north. It's winter season. It's hoodie season. I had to bring out the hoodie. Yes, for some of us, Rick, it's really
outside. Look at
I'm about to jump in the pool after this.
Listen, I don't like the wintertime. For those who don't know, I don't mess with the wintertime, so I'm going to be complaining a lot as we get closer and closer to December. But gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Let me introduce his new nickname. The franchise is in the building. What's up with the nickname this week? The franchise.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to Greg Polius, the Jets fan. I mean, him and Deck was going at it about franchise quarterbacks, and I just want to make it crystal clear. The name is in direct relation to the lack thereof that the New York Football Giants have, which is a franchise quarterback. They should call me or call Deck on the bottom of the screen. Anybody is better than Daniel Jones.
Listen, if the Giants call, I'll gladly go. And
as you should.
Declan's also in the building. Declan, how you doing, sir?
Thanks, Carl, for having me. I knew it took a lot of convincing.
We have box office week 7. We here, bro.
We here. We keeping it moving. The train keeps going. Let's keep it going.
Rockland County's favorite son. I still haven't forgiven you, so I don't. Let's go to the next person, man. How you doing?
Listen, man. Like I said, I'm here to bring a certain level of energy, a certain level of anarchy. I'm proud of what I was able to accomplish this week, man.
I'm not gonna.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
That's it.
And we have the self-proclaimed commissioner. He's a Cowboys fan, but today he's trying to be slick and rep the Michigan State. Michigan. I don't know what he's doing, but we haven't seen you in a while, and your Cowboys been wetting the bed, bro. You know, so
I've already told y'all that. Everything I told you, I picked the Cowboys to lose, so it's no surprise.
Nah.
No.
Are we giving him a pass, fellas?
Hell no. You seen him when the Cowboys came back and won that game? He was out there on the book. Y'all seen him? Nah, get out of here with that.
You know what? I peeped his game. Whenever his teams win, he just puts them in caps. That's it. Cowboys, that's it. Michigan, that's it. Anytime his teams win, he doesn't say a peep. He'll just drop his team's names in caps and he'll just leave it as is. But on Thursday, we saw on Thursday Night Football, Philly won by a point against the Giants. The meme has been trending all week. Daniel Jones running the yards and falling on his own recognizance, I guess you could say, or falling on his own. It's been making headways, and the NFC least still becomes a laughingstock, one shape or form of the league. Declan, let me start with you as the resident Giant fan. What do you think?
I wouldn't even tell nobody that.
We haven't seen about that. Declan, what do you say to you? What do you say about your team? I know you and Sean went live in the group, but now that we're on the Worldwide Sports Radio Network, what do you have to say for your team?
Well, in which I'm sure is a surprise to everyone who knows me. I have a lot to say about my team. Daniel
you ain't got a lot of time here, so let's make it fast.
I'll wrap this up quick. Daniel Jones had an 80-yard run, got tackled by Manti Te'o's girlfriend. Upsetting, but it happened. Thanks, Rick. It's
I got you, man.
overall tough loss. They came up 6 minutes left. Daniel Jones leads the Giants down on a 97-yard drive. Shepard scores. They're up 11 points with 6 minutes left. The Giants defense then proceeds to give up 2 touchdowns in 5 minutes. And then, it shouldn't have even came to the second drive. Daniel Jones throws a nice down to Evan Ingram. He dropped the ball. He got caught with his hand in his pants, like Rudy Giuliani in the new Borat movie. So yeah, keep yawning, Paul. That's great stuff. Daniel Jones put his team in a position to win, and he showed out on Thursday night. And anyone who doesn't see that really wasn't watching the game.
He showed out all right.
Okay. So Ray, let's go to you. Since you're a division rival, everyone is kind of saying this is the Eagles' division to lose. Is that a fair assessment? Ray, I went to you, Ray. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Since you're a division rival, what are your thoughts about the division as a whole? Is it the Eagles to lose?
Yeah, I picked the Eagles to win the division. And a couple, I did. I have it. I'm on.
All right, Skip Bayless. Here we go.
Yo, I need you to play back the NFC East preview call because I don't remember that.
He did say the Eagles. He did say the Eagles.
Don't look out for your Haitian brother off a drop. I need the footage, bro. Let me go on YouTube.
Stat check.
Box office. So, what were your thoughts on the game?
Man, it's like I think we can all agree that it probably is the Eagles' division to lose. They just got to find a way to get healthy, man. Lane Johnson again. He tried to rough it out, but ended up getting injured again throughout the game. Are we going to talk about the stat that Greg put up there with the blind comparison or not? Because then I got some thoughts on that. But other than that, it's
quickly. What are your thoughts on Greg's stat comparison then?
I think it's a lopsided stat because we got to look at the situations at which each quarterback were in. He put up the stat about how Daniel Jones is far exceeding Jamarcus Russell in turnovers through 20
also
games.
In playing time.
But I think we got to look at the comparison of the situations. Jamarcus Russell, the Raiders were a mess at the time from an entire organizational standpoint. And then Jamarcus Russell himself was not exactly the best of students of the game. That's a proven fact. I mean, they gave the kid a tape of blitz packages and told him to go home and watch it. It was a blank tape, and he came back and said he watched it. But Daniel Jones, the reason he probably still gets the pass is because they feel like he's locked in. And then plus Dave Gettleman is still there. So therefore,
he's locked in all right. You seen him partying without mask on? He's locked in.
Yes, I did. I did see that. Yeah, I seen that. But as long as Dave Gettleman is in that building, it's Daniel Jones is going to be the guy because he has to. Because therefore, if that fails, Dave Gettleman has to sit here and say he failed. And we all know he's not ready to do that. So therefore, we just got to ride this Daniel Jones era out until, it's time to go.
All right.
I mean, Dave Gettleman's going to get fired at the end of the year, and Daniel Jones will have a job next year with the Giants. So I don't know. See, I think we're going to have to ride it out way longer than the Dave Gettleman era exists in New York.
I think Gettleman makes it to. Gettleman might make it to next year. I think
he'll make it to next year. He'll give it.
All right, guys. So let's get into some week 7 games. The Sunday night football matchup has the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Seahawks are undefeated. Rick, let me start with you. What are your thoughts here?
I mean, that's a big game. That's probably, I'd say, tied for game of the week along with the Titans Steelers game. Excited to see Seattle back on the field after a bye. I've been screaming Russ and Metcalf from the mountaintops since the preseason, before the season. So to be able to see those two offenses go up against each other today, I think it's going to be a treat for the NFL. Great move to get it into prime time, COVID or not. That should have been a game that should have been flexed into the prime time regardless. I think we're going to have a damn good time tonight, a damn good show. I'm taking Seattle to pull it out, man. Hopefully it's a high-scoring affair, man. I don't think either defense is going to really be able to stop the other offense, slow down maybe, but, maybe 60-ish points or so, more or less between them. But, yeah, I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
Franchise. Here's a quick note. Russell Wilson is 6-1-1 career on the road versus Arizona. Franchise, who you taking?
I'm going with the young guys in Arizona.
Mm.
The time is now. Arizona has talent. Arizona is ready to perform in prime time, as you've seen what they did to Jerry Jones's football team last week. So for that, bring out the green broom. I'm going with the Cardinals tonight.
All right, Declan.
What is it? You got the Swiffer Sweeper here?
No, it's
I'm
actually Melissa and Doug. It's my child's. We were talking about Scottie Pippen earlier.
Declan, what are your thoughts here?
I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I almost was going to pick the Cardinals. I think it's going to be a closer game than some people, besides Paul, because he picks the Cardinals, but then some people think. I know that the Cardinals balled out on Monday Night Football against the Cowboys. This is a whole different level of football, and it doesn't start with a backup quarterback and a fumbling running back. Although, Ray, I've defended Zeke all week. I think the hate is way too overpronounced. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to go with Russ. We're going to let Russ cook, keep this streak going. I'm going to go with Seahawks tonight.
Ray?
Seahawks by 10. The Cardinals are good, but they're not that good.
That's just hate. He's just hurting from Monday. That's all that is. From Monday.
Oh my God.
You're looking for revenge.
That's egregious, bro. Like, I mean, Vegas has it at 2.5. I mean, 10.
Cardinals are the home team.
Listen. To Ray's point, just keep in mind, I believe last week this panel shit the bed in predictions, so it's not too far fetched. That's all I'm saying. Give him a chance.
Well, it's never far-fetched when it's a 50-50 shot. It's like a free throw, baby. You make it, you miss it. I mean,
box office, what do you think here?
Carl, I would just like to say, man, I take a nice chunk of time to make out this outline. I put the Cardinals.
Pick your team, bro.
I put the Cardinals versus Seahawks towards the last, and you picked the one game I wasn't ready to pick yet to start off.
You're not ready.
Listen, this is what you have to understand about the EP role. You send the script, I look at it. If I don't like it, I make changes. You always have to lead off with the hottest game.
Hey, Travis.
The hottest game is coming to lead off with.
This
Travis,
is the one game I'm still up in the air about.
Listen, Travis, you should know by now. Carl is good with remixes, man. Come on.
Right. All right. So, I'm going to pick Seahawks in this one, man. Continue to let Russ cook, man. That combination of DJ Metcalf, that run game, it's just going to be tough for the Cardinals to stop. Especially without Chandler Jones. No Chandler Jones is going to hurt them.
Insert the rookie, Isaiah Simmons, bro.
All right. So here's what Travis had leading off on his script, right? He had Panthers versus the Saints. That was the first game he had lined up, and he gets mad at me for going to the main event.
Because I try to do it from the time wise. I try to do the 1 o'clock.
The Panther fan puts the Panthers first. That's so convenient. Okay, so I
try to give the people a warm up and then get into the good stuff.
Okay, so we got the Panthers at 3-3 versus the Saints at 3-2. Box office, your team here. What are your thoughts?
Man, no Michael Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders in one. I think it's gonna be tough for the Saints to keep up in this one, which is crazy to say with that offense. Panthers are not giving up the big play, but they are giving up a lot in completion. But we all know that's what Drew Brees is special at. But at the end of the day, I see a big game for Kamara, and I see Teddy B having the upper hand and having the opportunity to go in there and get a W against his former team. I'm gonna go Panthers in this one, man.
Wait, I mean, I'm so confused. You just was going on one path like you was about to pick the Saints.
He always does this. Bro, he always does this.
Exactly.
I'm like Teddy Bridgewater on the same team as Kamara or something. What you doing, bro?
Listen here, because I like to set the people up, man. You know, it's like a crossover. Think you going one way, hit them with the other way.
That's why you didn't play basketball. That's exactly why.
That's what you're doing.
That's why he wasn't a basketball player.
Okay, Rick. What do you
like to keep the people on their toes?
Lon, it's a soft hedge for him, so that he could come back and be like, "See, I told you they was gonna compete at least."
Come on, Rick. Why you giving away my secret?
Nah, man, yo, the injuries at the wide receiver position for sure are gonna hurt. But anytime we see Drew down on the receivers, it's a Kamara game. We got Cook is back healthy today too, so I think Breeze and the Saints are going to be able to do enough to get the victory today.
Franchise.
I'm going with the Mount Rushmore selection, and it ain't Jim Kelly, Ray. It's Drew Brees. Saints win today.
Ray?
Thanks, man. Panthers ain't ready. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Panthers
So much hate. I swear. Like,
Yo,
you heard about the Cowboys losing? Yo, he just heard about it. Like,
yo, you gotta give Ray. You gotta give Ray some credit.
Yeah.
He don't even give you no analytics.
Yo, he just
He
gives
just say your name, Ray.
He says what he says.
He's always in no huddle mode.
Yo, he
They
so
always
heard
know
about the
football.
Cowboys losing. He just want to
Declan.
go against everybody.
Declan, what are your thoughts here with this game, man?
Yeah, let's make it a complete sweep. I'm going to go with the Saints in this one.
Well,
It
it
ain't a
ain't
clean
clean.
sweep. I'm lone wolfing it out here.
Oh, really? You spent 10 minutes making a pick. I completely forgot what you said.
Yo, sorry. Hey, gotta let
All
the
right.
people know sometimes.
So we have two undefeated teams right now. The Steelers at 5-0 versus the Titans. So someone's walking away unless there's a tie. Battle of the undefeated. What are our thoughts here? Let's start off with franchise.
I'm going Steelers, man. That defense is real. And Big Ben is seeming rejuvenated with those weapons. The Titans have taken advantage of some poor opponents. I think they got 4 wins by less than 10 points combined. They will not run through the steel curtain. It will not happen. It won't be 300 yards from Derrick Henry. So for that, I'm going with the Steelers on the road.
Declan.
It's really nice to see the franchise pick the Steelers on the road after taking the Browns on the road against the Steelers at home. But I'm going to continue the trend here, and I'm going to go with the Steelers over the Titans, 27-23.
Ray.
Hey, Deck, you know, this room reminds me of Harry Potter. Just want you to know that. You look like him.
I look nothing like Harry Potter. I don't even wear glasses.
You know
Get the
what?
Johannes Cespedes hat right now.
Go ahead, Ray.
Ray just trying to get his picks in.
I know. Go ahead, Ray. Make your pick, bro.
I got the Steelers, man. This is really good, man. And I don't think the Titans are ready. I'm just going with the Steelers.
Rick.
Titans ain't ready
He's
either.
ready, Ray.
You heard
He's
him.
ready.
You heard the man.
Rick, go ahead, Rick.
Hey, I'm gonna break the trend, man. I love what I've been seeing from the Titans so far this season. That Steelers defense is looking good, but again, man, I think the Titans are putting something special together for the season, man. I'm rolling with the Titans today.
Box office.
Man, this is going to be a great matchup here. Steelers #1 in sacks going against Titans, who are #1 in allowed sacks. Well, we got 2 key losses. Devin Bush for the Steelers at that linebacker position, and then Taylor Lewan on that offensive line does matter.
That matters.
That matters. That left tackle. So I'm going to go Steelers in this one, man. That Titans defense is not as good as what they are, that matchup.
I also want to say this.
So we got the Bucs.
Let me just throw something in there real quick, Carl. Ryan Tannehill has jumped Josh Allen in the MVP voting, right? And I just want to say this, and I'm not taking a shot at Josh Allen because I'm a fan, but the teams he's had to throw against have been horrific in the pass defense. The Steelers are elite. That's why I don't see it today.
The Rams are horrific in the pass defense?
That's one team.
Yeah, that's one team. But
Right. They won 5. How many games they win, Deck?
4.
Yeah, 4-2.
They only won 4 games, Deck. They 4-0.
They're 4-2. The Rams.
I'm talking about the Titans.
Oh, I was talking about the Rams. You took a shot at Josh Allen. You got to expect some retaliation.
All right, guys, let's move on. We got
Why we let this kid in? I just want you to know, Deck. I'm the guy that let you in.
You the bouncer. You let him in.
I put you in the group.
You let him in the club.
Jeez
All right, guys,
Louise.
let's go.
Why don't you call up Greg
Let's
Polish?
move along because we got like 12 minutes left. Let's move along. We got the Bucs versus the Raiders. 4-2 for the Bucs and 3-2 for the Raiders. Ray, what you got here?
I'm gonna take the Raiders on this one. I like what they're doing. So I'm going.
Okay, Rick.
I think the Bucs are starting to get it together. Raiders are looking good so far, but they still got a little room to go before that we see some consistency out of them, man. I'm going with the Bucs.
Okay, box office. We see Antonio Brown signing with them too. So, what are your thoughts here?
I think it's an odd signing. It's very rare where you have a team with. Stay with me, Paul. It's very rare we have a team with 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers, and then you bring in a wide receiver who's better than both of them. And so, and he barely had chemistry. He was barely having chemistry with the guys that were there because of the injury. So now you're throwing AB in the mix. I mean, it's kind of a keeping up with the Joneses type situation because they want to keep up with the Chiefs. They want to keep up with the Chiefs. That's what that was. But I got to see how this chemistry gels because I think you're throwing a lot into the pot there.
So what do you pick for the win?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Bucks with this one. Sorry,
right.
Manny. They're not beating the Raiders.
Franchise.
I do want to address what Travis just said. The reason why they brought in Antonio Brown is because of trust. What Mike Evans and Chris Godwin does great, Tom Brady does not do at 43, which is throw the ball down the field. So bringing in AB over Scotty Miller at the slot is exactly why it's a great signing. And it's super low risk. I mean, he's making less than Andy Dalton, right? So great signing. I am going Bucks, but it will be a trap game because we've seen what LA was able to do against Mahomes and keeping everything in front of him. That's where Brady likes to be. Mm-hmm. So he will have to be outside of his comfort zone to be successful down the field, which I'm not sure about. But I still think the running game will cook. So I'm going Ronald Jones and the Bucks today.
Declan.
Since Paul told me I look like Harry Potter, I decided to put on these ridiculous glasses.
You are what we see, bro.
Yeah, I guess not.
Listen, Declan, it's okay because they used to call me Kirkle. It's a mixture of Urkel and Carl, so it's all good. It's all good, man. Listen, I understand. I get it.
It's up to your dad,
that hit a sore spot for you, Carl. There's some trauma behind that.
There is. I'll tell you more about it later. But Declan, go ahead, make your pick, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks in this one. I think it's going to be they might get down early to Derek Carr and the Raiders, but they're going to come back. It's Tom Brady. I'm going to go experience over. I guess the hot new flame here with the Raiders. I think with the Antonio Brown signing, there is a risk here. He could literally get suspended again, but that's fine. I know they're not paying him much, but the risk could be that. I hate to use the term diva wide receiver because I think it's so overused, but we have seen he has a bit of a toxic past. If he's on, it'll work. If not, though, I mean, there's definitely risk there.
All right, so let's go to the Browns versus the Bengals, the battle of the Ohio between the number ones overalls. Let's go, Rick. Who you got here?
Man, I really want to take the Bengals here. I feel like this is a game that they can kind of come up and get, but I'm going to have faith in the fact that the Browns understand what they have in front of them. They have an opportunity to really reshape the narrative of their organization this season. And I'm going to have some faith in the Browns and pick them to win today.
Ray.
I'm going with the Browns. They just have more talent. I mean, that's pretty much it. So, and these are the type of games that Baker does play well in. So I'm going with the Browns.
And he needs to. These are the types of game he needs to play well in.
Yes,
Declan?
without a
Declan?
I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow on the upset. I did it last week. It almost worked, really almost worked. But I like their matchup against the Browns. Joe Burrow showed a lot of promise in that first game, right through 61 passes. I think it's gonna be. They're not gonna have Chubb this week, and they're coming off a major loss. I like Joe Burrow. I think that Joe Burrow has actually performed better, and you've seen more volume from his play than Baker Mayfield has this year. The Browns are going to try to use their running scheme to run all over the Bengals. It might work. It might not. I got a really, really close game, but I think Joe Burrow can pull out the upset at home.
Box office.
I think this game is a lot closer than people think. The Bengals can score fast, but the Browns are going to use that run game to keep the ball out of their hands. Myles Garrett probably solidifies his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year because we all know that Bengals offensive line can't block to save their life. At the end of the day, I'm going to go Browns in this one.
Franchise.
Browns, short and sweet.
All right. Before we go to no huddle, we have the Niners at 3-3 and the Patriots at 2-3. Let's go to Rick. Rick, what are your thoughts here?
Yo, come back to me on this one, man. I'm still kind of wavering.
Okay.
Oh,
Rick,
we don't get that. Rick. You put them on. Make a pick.
I mean, could you imagine telling your teacher in math class, come back?
Right. I wasn't ready to pick Seahawks and Cardinals. Make your pick.
With some students. You know, sometimes I go around the room. I'll tell them, okay, I'll come back to you. Travis, let's start with you. Go ahead. What do you think here?
Oh, so come to me.
Yeah.
Man, this is an interesting game, man. When's the last time the Patriots lost 3 in a row? I mean, I don't know, but I doubt it's been a while, and I think that's coming.
This is the first. Pats are under 500 through the first 5 games, and it's been a while since we've seen him in this position.
Jimmy G, he's coming back home, man. This is weird. Bill Belichick got his ex coming back home, the one that he wanted to keep. You know what I mean? He still texts this man. Like, you think he don't text Brady? So, I I find the Patriots. We know the Patriots like to take away the best weapon. I think it's going to be hard to do that. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give it to the 49ers.
Declan.
I think it's going to be a tough one. I haven't been impressed with Cam Newton this year. I think that he's wavered in the passing game, but he could run all over the.
If I say it, I'm a hater though. I'm a Cam hater, but go ahead.
No, I'm just personally. You are. But I'm gonna actually take Cam. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game, maybe like 17-12, 14-12. Like it's going to be a very low-scoring game, in my opinion. I think Jimmy G's going to struggle against the Pat defense. Like Travis said, it's the ex that Bill Belichick can't forget about. It's the ex that you broke up after high school because she was going to USC or she was going to California. Listen, man, it's going to be a low-scoring game, but I got Cam in a very close one.
Franchise.
I'm going with the Patriots. Short.
I'm liking the short and sweet.
Ray, Commissioner, who you got?
I got the 49ers.
And Rick, last but not least.
So I was leaning Patriots just because I can't believe that this is a game that Belichick would lose. But I think the 49ers defense is going to step up and hold Jimmy G down, and the Niners win despite Jimmy.
Okay, now it's time for our favorite round of No Huddle. Let me go through the games. You just give me a team. I know Travis may call a timeout. He's notorious for doing that. But let's start off with the Cowboys, 2-4 versus Washington. Ray.
Cowboys.
Franchise.
I'm going Washington.
Rick.
Man, give me the Cowboys, man. Don't.
Box office.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Declan.
I really wanted to go Washington.
You should. What's going to happen when they can't run the ball? Will Andy save them?
So Declan, is that on the record you're saying Washington?
No, I'm going to go with the Cowboys, but Kyle Allen has been solid in his first 2 games as a starter, or 1.5.
We got, I don't even know if I should even mention this game. Should I just skip over? We got the Bills versus the Jets. Ray.
Oh, man, stop it, man, Bill. Stop playing.
Is that a clear across the board? I don't even need to go around the room. We all got the Bills.
Bills, yeah.
No, I'm going to go Bills.
Somewhere in Flatbush, Greg Polius is wiping his tears right
now. All right, we all got the Bills here. Packers versus the Texans. Ray.
Give me the Packers.
Franchise.
Texans.
Rick.
Nah, Aaron Rodgers coming to show out, man. Give me the Packers.
You got no weapons.
He ain't never had weapons. He ain't never had weapons.
Wait, Travis, you got the Packers?
Yes, sir.
Declan?
Oh, yeah. Aaron Rodgers not losing twice in a row, and Aaron Jones just got on the plane to go play in this game.
Franchise, you do realize that the Texans.
Aaron Jones is inactive. FYI.
Franchise, you do know that the Texans are 1-5, right? Against.
I understand that.
1-1. Okay.
They will win today.
He picked them last week.
They should have won last week.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said he's in the so he gotta make some of these crazy picks.
Somebody's got to come back, right?
we got the Lions versus the Falcons. Ray.
Give me the Falcons.
Franchise.
Hey, Dan Quinn is going, baby. Give me the Falcons.
Rick.
Hey, man, if DeAndre Swift going to be looking like he did last week the rest of the way, it's going to be tough not to roll with the Lions, man. Give me them.
Box office.
Lions, man. They talking about DeAndre Swift expanded role.
Declan.
Matty Ice threw 404 touchdowns essentially last week. I'll go with Matty Ice and the Falcons.
Okay, we got the Jags versus the Chargers. Rick.
Give me the Chargers, man. I ain't with the Jags.
Ray?
Chargers.
Franchise.
Chargers.
Box office.
Chargers.
And Deck.
Herbert, Rookie of the Year, Chargers.
We got the Chiefs versus the Broncos. Ray.
Chiefs.
Rick.
Snowing like crazy out there, man. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Give me the Chiefs.
Box office.
Chiefs.
Franchise.
Chiefs.
And Declan, clean sweep.
Chiefs.
And we got, last but not least, we got the Bears versus the Rams. Let's go, Declan.
I'm going to go with the Bears on the road, I believe. Nick Foles on Monday Night Football is going to get it done.
Franchise.
The Rams. I gotta get used to the name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even responding to the name, bro.
That's like 3 or 4 times already.
You gotta change it every week.
Like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that?
His name's more than a kid.
Man,
He changes names more than you change a baby's diaper, man. Damn.
hey, go, bro. I got a pamper right here. I tell you what, we don't get it done with the pitch this week. It's gonna be the bed wetter, bro.
Right.
Change the diapers. Listen, box office. Who you got, man? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Paul on this one. I'm gonna go Rams.
All right, Rick.
Yeah, man, it's the Rams, bro.
And Ray.
Give me the Rams.
Okay, let me just give you guys a wall match predictions because he's in the lead against Travis by 3 games. Let's see what who he has.
Again,
here.
we sure about that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. I did the math. Trust me. Let's not do this. I do it. Let's go. He's taking Pittsburgh. He's taking the Falcons, the Browns, the Packers, the Saints, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Buccaneers, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Chargers, the Seahawks, and the Bears. And that rounds up for that. Last quick tips. Anyone tips for fantasy before we go?
Well, it's too late.
Yeah,
but I was going to tell you.
Right,
I was going to say Jamal Williams at $4,000 in DK. Giovanni Bernard at $4,500 will give you the ability to have key players in other spots, but you missed that trade already.
Right. What's
Anybody
Dylan
else?
going at? Because I heard he's getting a roll. What he's going at?
I think he was only $3,200 or something crazy like that.
Anybody else? Any other fantasy tips here for the fans?
I think for the late game, I'm leaning toward playing the Cardinals defense at 2,300. It's the lowest price defense in the 4 o'clock window.
I was wavering on Cardinals defense. I still haven't quite decided yet. I was looking at maybe them or I don't even know what the other options. But
I'm just saying what Arizona does well, their strength matches the Russ's strength.
Yeah.
They protect the edge. They play D-back with play. I don't see
no
Metcalf
pass rush.
cooking them like
Jones.
that.
No Jones. That hurt.
They're gonna be all right, bro.
Hey, Rick. Rick, you know who I got this week as my fantasy sleeper?
Who you got?
Lamar Jackson.
Which one?
Corner New York Jets.
Yo.
I sent a trade request to
listen.
everyone in Greg and Rick's league, and they all got so mad.
Legit, an L Jackson just popping up, no picture, no nothing. Yo, I was waiting for somebody to get suckered into that one.
Listen, I was never gonna scam anybody. My dad and I were rolling, and then he has the real Lamar Jackson and sends a trade for Lamar Jackson.
Wait, Anthony. Listen, Anthony Mullen is saying to keep cap in all your fantasy leagues this year. Insider info.
Hey, I agree. The Cowboys, if you want to be competitive, right, pick up the phone and call Colin.
They would never do that.
He's on mute. He's on mute. And you know what? He belongs on mute because he's about to say something crazy.
The eyes got wild.
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead, Ray. Defend that, bro. Before we go, defend that.
About Cap?
Yeah.
Colin.
Colin.
That's not gonna make this team any better than Andy Dalton. That's the truth.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
No, it ain't.
I mean, I'm being.
All right, gentlemen. Before we go, I just want to give you guys the lineup for the week. On Wednesday, we have our NFL recap of this week. We also are going to be doing the top 5, a tribute to New York athletes, top 5 New York athletes, and then we have the remix of the small forwards because people don't know how to pick small forwards correctly. Ray is on that panel. I'm on that panel. Ray Jarvis. We also have Jay Lex who's coming to defend Scottie Pippen, which has been the talk of the week.
I love Jay Lex, bro, but he should bail out of that one, bro.
We also have the shooting guard Mount Rushmore coming later this week. That's episode 4 of that series. And something that I touched upon before in the group that the term overrated, I think we need to address that as a segment because that word is being thrown around a lot in the Sports Hitless streets and the congregation. And I feel some people don't understand what that word overrated means in sports. So there's a segment coming soon that we can develop so we can discuss what the proper term overrated means.
Just make sure Kawhi is on that segment, bro.
Julian Edelman has entered the
chat. You see, here's the issue. I find it that because we don't like a specific athlete, we just label them as overrated.
No. I don't got no beef with Kawhi, but I'm just saying.
As a hitless congregation in general,
You know what I'm saying,
As a hitless
Cole?
congregation in general, there's a list of players. Like I saw Allen Iverson is overrated last
Yeah,
night.
that's
I'm like,
crazy. I
like,
seen
this is
that.
crazy.
I seen
Like,
that was
Like, this
crazy.
is crazy.
I know
I seen
we
that.
got a Wednesday show for this, and football's on.
What do you mean by overrated?
Right. But again, people say Lamar Jackson is overrated.
That's crazy.
Which one?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
crazy.
they're only overrated by where people rate them at. That's
No, don't do that, Ray. You said Drew Brees was overrated, Ray. You said
did.
that. You on the list too.
You did say you're on the list. You said Drew Brees
You
is
said Drew
overrated.
Brees is overrated,
You did
bro.
say that.
Nah,
you went
you
off
on the
on a
list.
tangent about that. You did
Keep
say that,
keep
bro.
that same energy.
There go the odds. There go the odds.
Wait, say it again. What about
He
Drew
said-
Brees?
He's not a Mount Rushmore quarterback. No, yes, so he's overrated.
But Jim Kelly and John Elway is?
We're going back to the summertime. We're going back to the summertime.
I guess we got to remix that one too, Cole.
Remix it, bro.
No,
I
we're
guess
not
we got to
doing
remix that one too, huh?
Listen, don't be mad. Listen, I pulled it. We're doing a remix, man. Y'all can't do my man Larry Bird dirty like that. Y'all know what you were doing. We're not gonna have that. No,
Hey,
not
ain't nobody
whatsoever.
do nothing, man. This was organic, man. That's just how it rolls. The Mount Rushmore's the Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
man.
You guys enjoy your Sunday games. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the recap. What's up?
College football. You need
Okay,
it.
2 minutes. Go ahead.
2 minutes.
All right, 1 minute. 1 minute to college
3
football. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, to all the Jim Harbaugh haters, he's good. He's gonna take my team to the Big Ten championship. I said it. We win in the Big Ten this year.
Did y'all beat Ohio State yet?
What's that?
Did y'all beat Ohio State yet?
We will this year.
Wake me up when y'all do. Like, come on now, stop it. Wake me up when
We're
y'all
gonna
beat them.
need a live post game for that one.
Right.
You guys
Right.
take care. Enjoy
I
your
beat
game.
Minnesota, Ray. Minnesota.
And try to keep the comments in the chat limited, especially on this football Sunday, because I know you guys are gonna be chatting it up all day.
Oh, there's a mute button.
I should start using it for sure. You guys take care. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right.